Welcome. This is not your typical motivational video. This is not a list of tricks or tips. This is not a how to feel good tutorial. This is a mirror. A mirror that's going to show you something you've avoided your entire life. The brutal truth. The truth about why you're still stuck. Why you talk about change but don't live it. Why your life feels like it's moving in circles, not forward. And why only 1% of people ever succeed, while the other 99% stay lost, average, bitter, and full of regret until their final breath. You say you want success. You say you want freedom. You say you want to be different. But you keep doing what everyone else does. You hit snooze. You scroll endlessly. You wait for motivation. You talk about your goals, but never commit to them. Let's be honest. You're not in a war with the world. You're not in a war with your parents or your boss. You're in a war with yourself. And if you don't win that war, nothing in your life will ever change. But here's the good news. There's a version of you, stronger, sharper, disciplined, and fearless, just waiting to be unleashed. It's buried under fear, laziness, and distraction, but it's still alive. And today, we're going to dig it out. This video is not here to make you feel good. It's here to shake you awake. It's here to show you 10 brutal, honest, and life-changing truths about why most people never succeed and how to break free from that cycle before it's too late. And while you're watching this, you're also doing something powerful. You're improving your English. You're not just learning words, you're feeling them. You're training your ear, your mind, and your emotions all at once. So if you stay with me until the end, you won't just upgrade your mindset. You'll upgrade your language, your thinking, and your future. Are you ready? Let's begin. Truth 1. Because 99% choose comfort over growth. Most people say they want to grow, but when it's time to feel uncomfortable, they run. They avoid the gym because it hurts. They skip the reading because it's boring. They don't speak in English because they're scared of mistakes. But here's the truth. Growth feels terrible. It's awkward. It's slow. It's painful. It's supposed to be. You can't become great without passing through discomfort. You can't learn real English, build real confidence, or succeed in anything by staying in your comfort zone. Think about it. Your brain begs for safety. It loves the bed. It loves the phone. It loves the easy way out. And every time you listen to that voice, you stay exactly where you are. But the top 1%? They know something powerful. Comfort is the enemy of transformation. So they do the hard things daily. They fail, they fall, they feel the fear, and still move forward. And that's why they win. Now ask yourself honestly, are you chasing comfort or are you chasing growth? Because you can't have both. Truth 2. Because they react instead of think. Most people don't control their life. They just react to it. Someone insults them, they explode. Something doesn't go as planned. They give up. A small distraction appears. They follow it without thinking twice. Here's what nobody tells you. Reacting is easy. It's automatic. It doesn't require strength. It only requires emotions and zero discipline. But reacting is also dangerous. Because once you react, you give up control. You become a slave to the moment. Think about how many times you said something you regret, sent a message you wish you could delete, quit a goal because your emotions got in the way. That's not you thinking, that's you reacting. And here's the harsh reality. The 1% don't react. They pause, they observe, they take a breath, and then respond with clarity. Because they understand something most people don't.
Quote, emotions are real, but they don't always tell the truth, end quote. So if you want to succeed in life, you have to stop reacting to every feeling, every fear, every distraction. You have to learn to respond with purpose, because your reaction can destroy everything, but your response, it can build a new life.
Truth 3. Because they avoid boredom like it's a disease. We live in a world that worships excitement. Fast videos, fast food, fast results. But here's the brutal truth. Success is boring. Mastery is repetitive. Learning English, building a business, getting strong, none of it is thrilling most of the time. And that's exactly why 99% fail. They get bored. They want something new. They want to feel motivated all the time. But the top 1%? They embrace boredom. They repeat the same words, the same grammar, the same workouts, the same routines, over and over until the world has no choice but to notice their results. What feels boring to you is what builds greatness. See, boredom is not the enemy. It's the signal that you're doing the right thing again and again. But the average person? They scroll, they quit, they look for something fun, and they start over every time, which means they never finish anything. So here's your challenge. Can you do the boring work when no one's watching? Can you study English even when it's not exciting? Because that's the test, and 99% fail it.
Truth 4. Because they need to feel ready first. Most people are stuck in a trap, and they don't even realize it. They say things like, "I'll start when I'm ready. I just need more time. I need to feel confident first." But here's the cold truth. You will never feel ready. Not to speak English, not to start that business, not to change your life. The feeling of ready is a lie your brain tells you to protect you from discomfort. But what if that discomfort is exactly where growth begins? The 1% understand this. They don't wait for confidence. They build it by doing the thing while scared. They speak with broken English. They fail publicly. They look stupid and keep going anyway. Because they know you don't get confidence first. You earn it by taking action without it. Waiting to feel ready is just fear in disguise. And fear loves comfort. It loves tomorrow. It loves excuses. But success, it loves people who act anyway. So ask yourself, what have you been waiting to start just because you don't feel ready? Now ask again, what if you started anyway?
Truth 5. Because they let distractions win. Let's be honest. You didn't lose your focus. It was stolen by notifications, by short videos, by a world designed to keep you scrolling, not growing. Every day you say, "I'll just check my phone for a minute," but hours disappear, and your goals, they get pushed to tomorrow again. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Distraction isn't harmless. It's destruction in disguise. It destroys your focus, your potential, your confidence, and worst of all, your time, the one thing you'll never get back. But while 99% are busy watching other people live, the 1% are busy building their own life. They turn off the noise. They protect their attention like treasure because they know where your focus goes, your future grows. Distraction is easy. It feels good in the moment, but it's the reason so many people stay stuck, never improving, never reaching their dreams. So here's a challenge for you. Track your time. Look at your screen. What are you really giving your life to? Because the 1% don't have more time. They just don't waste it.
Truth 6. Because they chase motivation instead of discipline. Everyone wants to feel motivated, inspired, energized, ready to take on the world. But motivation is like a mood. It comes and goes. It's weak. It's unpredictable. And if you depend on it, your progress will be just as weak. Here's the brutal truth. The people at the top aren't driven by motivation. They're driven by discipline. They wake up early when they don't want to. They study when it's boring. They train when they're tired. They keep going, even when motivation is gone, because they know something the 99% don't. Motivation gets you started. Discipline gets you finished. Think about it. How many times have you felt motivated but did nothing? Motivation whispers, "Start tomorrow." Discipline says, "Start now." The 1% don't chase feelings. They build systems. They build habits. They build self-respect by doing the hard things consistently, especially when they don't feel like it. And over time, they stop needing motivation because discipline turns into identity. They no longer say, "I want to be the kind of person who learns English." They say, "I am that person." So the next time you're waiting to feel ready, stop and start. Because the best never wait to feel like it. They just show up.
Truth 7. Because they lie to themselves. They say, "I'm trying," but they're not. They're scrolling. They say, "I don't have time," but they watched 3 hours of random videos yesterday. They say, "I'll start tomorrow," but they said the same thing last week and the week before that. Here's the truth no one wants to admit. Most people don't fail because of their circumstances. They fail because of their excuses. The human mind is clever. It builds stories. It protects your ego. It tells you you're doing your best, even when you're doing nothing. But here's what the top 1% do differently. They call themselves out. They look in the mirror and say, "That excuse? That's fear talking." They don't sugarcoat their laziness. They don't justify their procrastination. They face it. Because you can't change what you refuse to see. You're not tired, you're undisciplined. You're not too busy, you're just not prioritizing. It's hard. It's uncomfortable. But that's what truth does. It burns away the lies that keep you average. If you want to grow, start being honest about your habits, about your time, about your effort. Because the 1% don't lie to themselves. They face reality, and then they change it.
Truth 8. Because they want fast results. We live in a world of instant everything. Fast food, fast internet, fast likes. So it's no surprise that most people want success to happen overnight. They want to see results now, get rich quick, or become fluent in English in a few weeks. But here's the truth few admit. Real success takes time. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's slow, steady, and sometimes invisible. Think about a tree. You don't see it growing every day, but beneath the surface, its roots are digging deep, gathering strength. The 1%ers understand this. They're not looking for shortcuts. They're married to the process. They keep going when progress feels invisible. They trust the hard work will pay off, eventually, because they know if you quit before the breakthrough, you'll never see it. So stop chasing fast. Start loving the grind. Build your future one day at a time.
Truth 9. Because they fear failure. Failure terrifies most people. They see it as the end, a sign they're not good enough. So they quit at the first setback. But here's the brutal secret.
Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's the gateway to it. The 1% don't run from failure. They lean into it. They study it. They use it as fuel. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. When asked about it, he said, "I didn't fail. I found 1,000 ways that didn't work." Every no, every closed door, every fall makes them stronger, harder to break. Most people give up after just a few tries. The legendary? They fail hundreds of times more than the average person even dares to try. So if you're afraid to fail, remember, that fear is exactly what's holding you back. You want to be in the 1%? Then fail harder, fail faster, fail with purpose. And when the world thinks you're done, get up, again and again, because every failure is one step closer to your success.
Truth 10. Because they never truly decide. Most people think about change. They wish for it. They dream about it. But they never fully decide. They stay stuck in almost committed, almost ready, almost serious. That's why they never cross the line. They keep one foot on the gas and one foot on the brakes. Decisions shape destiny. Indecision destroys it. The 1%? They burn the boats. They erase Plan B. They draw a line in the sand and say, "This is who I will become, no matter what." No more excuses. No more second-guessing. No more backing down. Because once you truly decide, everything changes. Your habits, your mindset, your energy, they all align with that choice. Imagine two people wanting to transform their lives. One tries just to see. The other commits with every part of their soul. Months later, the first is gone. The second is unstoppable. If you want to be in the 1%, make the decision today. Not someday, not tomorrow, now. Because your life is waiting for you to choose.
You've just heard the hard truth that separates the 1% from the rest. It's not talent, it's not luck, it's a decision. A battle between who you are now and who you're willing to become. The path won't be easy. It will challenge you. It will test you. But if you choose to fight, if you choose to rise, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Now, if this video shook something inside you, don't stop here. The next step is even more powerful. Click on the next video, The Power of Not Reacting. Learn how mastering your reactions can give you control over your life, your emotions, and your success. Don't just survive, become unstoppable. Press play now and keep transforming.